Good afternoon, y'all. Good afternoon. I just wanted to take a small minute. Let me get the track down a little bit to just announce a couple of projects that have been a labor of love for me probably for about the better part of 14, 15, 16, 17. Well, if you really want to be honest, probably since I was 12 years old. But this is probably the 15th year of just even being able to make a profit off of or financially recoup a lot of the investment that I put in. It's starting to come. I wanted to announce. I want to take like 15 minutes to announce King 7 Records, and the reason why it's important is because we got a whole rollout that we are doing with this, including doing artist interviews and just really assisting artists with getting off the ground. There's an educational component that we can talk about. So I mean, it's definitely a labor of love, which I'm happy about. Um, I think I sound a little bit distorted for some reason, but it's okay. I think it'll come off okay. Um, so phase one, I just wanted to talk about phase one of this project and what it looks like. So phase one here is going to be um, we are rolling out progressive urban soul and hip hop. And what that is that's the sound that I've been able to coin over the course of probably the last 30 years. The reason why I feel like it's an important thing, and the reason why it's going to be an important thing, is because we want to highlight Chicago music, Chicago sounds, things that are uniquely Chicago. And I'm going to share the screen about an individual who basically a lot of the theories that were put together. His name is Carl Davis. Is this man? He actually was an early mentor for me. I had watched him for years. Um, he did some great music back in the 50s and the 60s. The Duke of Earl song and Jackie Wilson, The Whispers Getting Louder, and Your Love Keeps Lifting Me Higher and Higher. Well, this is actually my mentor. Carl Davis died in 2013. I think he moved down to South Carolina. Hadn't talked to him probably in several years prior to that because I actually moved out of the state. But I mean, he is known as the architect of Chicago soul, somebody who I learned a lot from. And, back in the days, the music industry at that point was heavy with a lot of different things. They called him Big Red. They called him Big Red, but his legacy is definitely entrenched in Chicago and Chicago soul. And, definitely someone, if you watch his History Makers interview, which I went to, he actually mentions me, my original name, which was Greg Greer. He mentions Greg Greer into there. But I will say that it's definitely this man was just a powerhouse with music. So the small time frame that I spent under him in Shy Sound Records, I learned a lot. Um, it catapulted me into doing a lot of things that I'm doing. So I'm not just somebody who loves music, but I actually had the opportunity to work and be mentored by quite a few people who really paved the way for what we're doing now. So just to go back to say that, we are announcing King 7 Records. And not only am I announcing it, but I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys, and we're going to play a couple of projects that we're working on, not everything. And I do have another announcement to make. I think I should, maybe I shouldn't, but it's a real big surprise. But right now, um, let's do this. I don't want to hold up too long, but what I will say is that this is our plan. Let's go back to the plan. I want to talk a little bit about this. So, if you are from Chicago, this is what I've been trying to impress upon a lot of people. Chicago has the opportunity to make a platinum hit record by itself, right? So if you're in the music industry in Chicago, we know that, back in the day, the major radio stations for R&B and hip hop and soul, WBMX, WGCI, were, WVON or V103, I'm sorry. V1 VON was a AM format. But these formats really ran not even just Chicago, but you were a trendsetter and you can make music out of Chicago. DJ International was a big label. Mr. Davis's record label, which later became Okea. He worked as an A&R person, but then Brunswick Records, who basically signed Jackie Wilson. Marvin Gaye started out of Chicago. People don't know that. Marvin Gaye started out of Chicago, not Detroit. So, there's a lot of history with Chicago soul. The Shy Lights, which was who was discovered by Mr. Davis, signed by Mr. Davis. We have Curtis Mayfield. We just have a wealth. I mean, I could keep going. Jerry Butler, who was someone who not mentored me, but definitely gave me the kudos for a lot of the music that I was doing when I was younger. And bless his heart too, very kind man. Had the opportunity to go to concerts and stuff. He invited me out at up Maryville, and I mean, very, very smooth guy all the way. All the way. He just passed last year, but another Chicago legend as well. So anyway, I say that to say that, going back to this plan, we are looking at rolling out the plan to not just urban America but international. How do we put it on the map? Well, we have the global distribution. We are starting an independent network of stores, retail-based online stores of our own, but we are looking at brick and mortar in phase 3. Phase 2, phase 1, phase 2 is phase 3. This is a 3-part phase, which is 12 months in each increment. The distribution network, the strategic rebrand, the strategic branding is what it is, meaning that we have partnerships even as we speak of folks who are ready to work with us on this adventure. I said, did you hear me? And it's going to be something. If you go to my Facebook, we can talk about it. This first phase actually has been like 5 years in the making. It started in Indianapolis. I started the label and I had 3 studios built in downtown Chicago, Indy, which is the Soul Asylum, a boardroom and the broadcast room, in 2 recording studios, which I had to disband because a family member got sick, so I moved back here. But make a long story short, this is a continuation of that. So we did release a few records over the course of 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and 1 year. But now we're back in action and I feel good about it. So the plan is that the thing that's going to distinguish us is the stepper sound, the soul stepper sound, the jazz sound. So the Life Tones is the first group that we're signing. As you can see, we put together the majority of the band. It's a jazz, R&B, hip hop, soul influenced band, kind of like the Roots, a little bit more earthy, a little bit more. We're doing more blues, jazz oriented. It's called Third Stream, which is a mixture of blues, jazz, and soul. Something that I learned when I was in Columbia College, Chicago. So I'm looking forward to that. And, here's another project, which is near and dear to me. This young lady, AJ Williams, was an American Idol, not American Idol. She was a Showtime at the Apollo winner, contestant, and she's definitely somebody who we have songs produced on now, but we're producing her first major single on the label. She's going to be featured with the Life Tones, which is our in-house band, but also my band, the Life Tones, which is, again, it's a root style R&B, hip hop, soul type band. So definitely have an in-house production facility that we've also built, and we're building a major studio. We're actually building a broadcast facility that we can do videos, news, so on and so forth, because you guys know that I do news. through attrition. I learned from music, but anyway, we're not going to get into that. Um, so the Life Tones is in place now. We have the Spring Sampler coming up, which is a collection of inspirational hip hop, jazz, and soul. And we're moving forward with determination. So the other thing that we are also working on is the Soul America International Music Review chart. So our chart will be in line with our stores, our online stores, and it's going to have all of our music. It's going to have our music and anybody who does what we call push music. What is push music, Amir? Push is hip hop, urban, and soul. It's something that I coined, something that I'm the architect of, and it's push music. So it's got a little bit of a different element than just regular R&B, especially the R&B of now. So that is that, and going back to the plan, we are looking at starting within the next 2 weeks, and we've actually started just releasing just test projects to the market, and we'll be taking those test projects into the different clubs, Detroit, Chicago. It is inspirational based. Everything that we do is positive. It's positive music. I'm happy to put it out. So without further delay, I want to go ahead and just uh, pay homage, first of all, to my mentor. And so as I was sitting across the room from Mr. Davis, one day I said, "Hey man, how are you? So why do people love you, and how much they love you and your music and all of that?" And he has this deep raspy voice. He said, "Well, I'm gonna tell you what, you got to see what's behind people." So he just taught me and he trained me to learn like what drives people, and when you do business with somebody, really know what it is that they're talking about, what it is, how far you can take them, how far you can go with them. And every time I hear this song, I'm just gonna play this song because again, you got to respect the people who paved the way for you. But every time I hear this song that he produced, it just for me, it's amazing. So I'm gonna let me play the song. All right, and hopefully we can be an inspiration for people who are listening to this. But here you go. Calling your name, yes. Calling your name, yes. In my lonely, lonely room, there's nothing left but the past. Nothing but I think about how love used to be and why it didn't last. I think of how sweet all the love was. Yeah, baby. All the good times we had. Yeah, baby. You took me home 'cause I feel so all alone. All right. I love that song, and every time I hear that song, it reminds me of my mentor, Mr. Davis. So, kudos to him and God bless his soul and rest his soul. So, the way that we're starting this is we're opening up with a general bass R&B soul set with the life tones, and I have an opportunity to put these guys together. I have an opportunity to lead them. This is real music. It's written and produced by me, yours truly. And if you haven't been on my Facebook, we have released this project. Just the basics, but it's coming to you will see it on a promotional sampler. And the thing about it is again, with Chicago being what it is, with R&B and hip hop and soul. I mean, you got Dinah Washington, you got Quincy Jones, you have uh I mean, the list goes on and on. Shaka Khan, definitely big music city. So, I want to play this project, which is influenced by my training, and it's one of the first projects that will be released. It's called Syndicated Grace, and it's something that I produce is jazz hip hop. It's spoken word, but it's hip hop definitely. Here we go. Amir It's Shakur Speaks, y'all, bringing the life tones to life, breathing these words of grace, bringing that God-fearing inspirational grace, bringing that syncopated grace. So here we go. A syncopated prayer in the key of grace, where the blue note lingers in a holy, disciplined state. Walking baseline is steady and deep. A promise made in the silence that I definitely intend to keep. The rhythm is a heartbeat. The tempo is so slow. Walking in the swing of the spirit that I know the rhythm flows. Like a saxophone playing in the sermon of light, chasing the shadow. All right, so that is that, and that's me actually. That's syncopated great. I'm happy. It's a great project, and I think it's something that's great for the clubs and bringing people closer to God. So it has a twofold message and twofold way of going. And it's going to be on this sampler here, a collection of inspirational hip hop, soul, and jazz. And the next project that we have, or that we'll be releasing on the spring sampler, which will be in 3 weeks, I believe. 3 weeks is this project here. I want to play this project. Now, this is a young man who I discovered, we worked with, and we released this guy out of Chicago, but he's from Indianapolis. And let me just play the project and let you hear it. And it's definitely R&B. And again, it's positive R&B, positive vibes, definitely soulful vibes. And let me play a little bit about that, okay? And it was out on Soul America International Record, which now is King 7 Records. But let's play.
Yo, it's surreal. The storm only lasts for a certain amount of time. It's always a light at the end of the tunnel. I know you've been through some shit, but it don't even matter, hey. Hey. Hard times don't last. It's gonna be better days, better days. Better days, better days, better days. Pain in your heart, life's got you cold. In search for the light, let the past go. Aim for the sky, hold your head high. It's all about the elevation. It's all about the elevation. I know how it is. Oh God. I know you've been through some shit, but it don't even matter, hey. Hey, hey. Hard times don't last. It's gonna be better days, better days.
All right, that's come back. I apologize, y'all. I like that project, and yeah, when I produced that one, it was definitely something that was a labor of love. It's definitely surreal. It's definitely hip hop soul young man. He's in his 30s and good guy, real good guy. So looking forward to more from him. And we are working on a project from this is the surprise, which we will do. We will discuss in about 3 weeks. But we are working on an American Idol project winner. She's an American Idol, someone who competed and won on American Idol, and we're working on a project with her. So we're gonna be on the move. We're gonna be on the move. We are on the move, and I just wanted to just share some of the information that we have off it. If you check the King 7 Records Facebook page, we are redoing the website and a lot of the different uh it's a complex organ. It's a lot going on with distribution, with retail, with management, several different companies that we just combined together, and we have a apparatus above and beyond the sandwiches in between to make sure this thing is going forward. And we're in discussion with other artists as well to bring them on board. Artists who, maybe their career hasn't gone in the level that it should go. So I appreciate you guys taking the time to listen. But hopefully, once you hear the music, you can get excited about King 7 Records. And there are projects that look for me in the light tones, and look for some individual stuff and some great production coming out. And you can find some old videos of me out there singing, which my voice is a lot stronger now than it was over the course of the last 20 years. So I'm excited about hitting the stages as well. It's hard to wear all of those hats, but we are looking at different partnerships. We started this venture with an outlet out of New York. I don't believe that. Yeah, we started this venture with an outlet out of New York who had a lot of platinum records, but we're still working on that aspect of it. But either way, King 7 Records for 2026, going into the spring and fall, you should see a lot of movement from us. So your support is appreciated, your help is appreciated, and and even from the standpoint of whatever if the streams, 99 cent a stream is not going to make us wealthy unless I'm a Taylor Swift or somebody like that, and I got over 50, 60, 70 million followers or whatever she has, some ungodly number. Then we can see the difference. But at this point, at this rate, the best that we can do is just hope that you guys support us on the tour, on the circuit when we're out there, and we would love you for that. And just put the word out for right now as we're growing our brand. So thank you for listening, and I appreciate it. And next time, if you guys buy so many units, then I'll do some live performances for you on this thing, because I could go a little bit, but I used what I got anyway. Make a long story short, thank y'all, and appreciate y'all. And I just wanted to make the announcement about the label. All right, so that's it. I appreciate y'all, and we out. Peace.